Yo, 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 yo. We are back again for another episode of the Sticks and Stones podcast. Sticks and Stones, the podcast where we talk about life, we talk about love, and we talk about the brotherhood of the Leaf Gang, whatever you want to call it. Homies of the Leaf. What are we smoking today? We are smoking what I think is a J.C. Newman Throwouts. Probably a special edition for Casa de Monte Cristo or Cedar, which is where I got this. This is a 70 ring. It has been a while. It's been a minute since I've smoked anything larger than a 66. The draw on this bad boy is like being on the New Jersey Turnpike at 3 o'clock in the morning. This thing is just wide open. Let me see if I can get anything on the cold draw. Not getting much on the cold draw. I am enjoying a strawberry sparkling water this afternoon. All right, give this thing a torch. Great smoke output, great color. Okay, so I think this is what they call a factory throwout. It has no band, came with no band. Bought it at Cigar Heaven, aka C. or Cigar Distributors of Texas. But this is a J.C. Newman, so I don't know how much you guys know about J.C. Newman. We're going to get a lot of information today, guys. So, the J.C. Newman Cigar Company, as an origin, Julius Caesar Newman. That's what the JC stands for. I actually didn't know that. Actually, an immigrant from Hungary, was a self-made man that created a tiny cigar company in 1895 with $50 he borrowed from his family and an order for 500 cigars from the local grocer. The company was a one-man operation out of a barn behind the family home near Cleveland. So their move to Tampa, the company joined the Tampa cigar manufacturing community in 1954. When J.C. determined that the company's future lay in the manufacturing of premium cigars. He relocated to Tampa, which enjoyed a world-class reputation for producing high-quality premium cigars. The move also brought him closer to his primary tobacco source, Cuba. So the El Reloj, the factory, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, it's R-E-L-O-J. The factory is known as El Reloj, which means the watch in Spanish because of its 6-story clock tower. Neighbors use the clock tower and its large bell to tell time as a signal for when to go to work or school. Built in 1910, the Regensburg factory was one of the last and largest cigar factories ever built in Tampa. After decades of silence, the landmark El Reloj now rings again, thanks to loving restoration by the Newman family in 2002. So for the Cuban embargo pivot, when the Cuban embargo was enacted in 1961, it became impossible for Newman to source Cuban cigar tobacco. So the Newman family improvised. They became the first premium cigar maker to use Cameroon tobacco in America. Guys, the draw and the smoke output in this bastard is phenomenal. So the Fuente partnership, 3 weeks after a 1986 leveraged buyout, fellow Tampa cigar maker Carlos Fuente Sr. called Stanford Newman with a proposition. He wanted to close his Tampa factory and asked if Stanford would be interested in making his brands, provided Carlos made handmade cigars for J.C. Newman in 1990. J.C. Newman became the distributor for Arturo Fuente and Montesino brands, a partnership which continues today. J.C. Newman was the first to package cigars in cellophane tubes, now an industry standard to protect cigars and keep them fresh. They were also pioneers of the modern large ring gauge movement. In 1995, Stanford Newman created Diamond Crown, celebrating the company's 100th anniversary. With every size at 54 ring gauge, considered enormous at the time, everyone thought my father Stanford was crazy to create such a large cigar, calls Eric Newman, which anybody's ever had Diamond Crown, shout out to Diamond Crown. That's a great stick. So a new generation continues under brothers Eric Newman, president, and Bobby Newman, executive vice president. My dad actually met Bobby, apparently very, very nice guy. In 2017, Eric's son Drew became the first member of the 4th generation to join the business full-time as general counsel. How nice. Their factory and brand structure. J.C. Newman rolls its El Reloj factory throwouts and Trader Jack's cigars by hand. Now, for those of you guys that smoke a lot of cigars and you like infused cigars, check out Trader Jack's. Those are great cigars. I'm not an infused cigar fan, and even I like those. So Trader Jack's and the Throwouts are hand-operated vintage cigar machines at the historic Tampa factory. It hand rolls Brick House, Perla Del Mar, El Baton, and Quorum at the J.C. Newman Pensa factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Diamond Crowned, Maximus, Julius Caesar, and Black Diamond cigars are handmade by Tabacalera A. Fuente in the Dominican Republic. J.C. Newman's largest standard production Maduro is the Brickhouse Mighty Mighty Maduro at 6.25 by 60. So it's probably a special edition specifically for that shop Throwout. So super cool. You can really taste the strawberry in that thing. Excuse me. Oh God, excuse me. So this is a great cigar, guys. I mean, the draw on it is phenomenal. I mean, no like incredible notes jump out at me. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a business lesson if you don't know. It's something that I was dealing with today. Cost seg, or cost segregation. For short, cost seg. And that's how a lot of people know it. So this is a huge savings for commercial property owners. I mean, you could do it on residential. I don't know why you would, because for the cost to do the study on a house, it doesn't really make sense unless it's like a 10, 15, $20 million house. However, cost segregation is when a specialized firm, usually in accounting or finance, can do a study on your property. So let's just say you're buying an industrial complex. So it's 200,000 square feet. They will do a study on the property. And by all intents and purposes, the IRS puts a standard deduction for real property at like the depreciation schedule. So the IRS will set a depreciation schedule for real property. I think it's like 30 years, 27 and a half or 30 years. And you purchase that property, and depending on the amount, I believe if it's under a certain amount, I want to say 2.5 million, you can write all of the deduction off on the first year and take a big lump sum off on your tax liability. However, if you do a cost segregation, a firm will do a study on the property and they basically segregate all of the main systems of the property. And each one of those main systems has a different depreciation schedule. So like the foundation may have a different schedule from the roof, from the structure of the building, the bones of the building. If there's any ancillary solar farm, geothermal, that kind of stuff, that's a different depreciation schedule. So basically, instead of one main depreciation schedule, 27 and a half years or whatever, they can split out the depreciation schedule of the entire property, including all of the main systems, and gives you a much greater advantage. So you're basically gonna get a lot more off of your taxes by doing it that way. You save a lot of money, you reduce your income tax liability, so on and so forth. So I have been talking to a few people, and it's definitely a vastly growing thing, and a lot of people are doing it more and more today for these reasons. So before you buy a property, now you can also do a look-back study, which happens after you close on a property. I'm pretty sure there's some stipulations on it, some restrictions, but I think you can do it, up to, I know it's more than a couple years. So if you own the building for 2-3 years, you can do a look-back study, which is going to be a little bit more costly from the cost seg firm, because they have to go retroactive from when you bought the building, because you are now you own the building for a few years now, but still you're going to save a lot of money, and you can probably do an amended return for the tax savings that you didn't capture back when you bought the building. There's a lot of really great laws, and there's a lot of really great services to help you increase your bottom line, is all I'm saying. So before you buy a commercial property, I would definitely check with your broker if he or she knows any cost seg firms. You can reach out to me. I know more than a few, and they work nationwide. So no matter where you are, these firms can help you. I'd be happy to help. So that's my little business lesson for today. That's a really good stick. So I say this, let me do a lookup. Let me see who's coming to the PCA show this year in New Orleans. New Orleans. Okay. The annual PCA show welcomes thousands of attendees from over 25 countries and 250 manufacturers of premium cigars, pipes, and accessories. Based on PCA 25 attendance, it's expected to approach or exceed 6,000 industry professionals, whether you're a manufacturer, retailer, broker, supplier, distributor, or industry media. It is the one event a year you can't afford to miss. So the trade show floor opens to all attendees starting Saturday, April 18th through Monday, April 20th. April 17th is dedicated to PCA hosted events only. So on the 17th of April, it's Education Day. Confirmed sessions include an exclusive pairing session by La Aurora and E. Leon Jimenez Rum, featuring master blender Manuel Noah, and a seminar sponsored by Padron titled Hand-Rolled Padron, plus a Rocky Patel-sponsored hospitality session. That sounds pretty cool. New for 2026, Welcome Cigar. Starting at 10 a.m., a welcome cigar is provided by Placencia. First come, first served. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see. After hours events. The opening reception on Friday, April 17th will be held at Mississippi River Heritage Park, sponsored by Espinosa Premium Cigars, Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, Cigar, Taylor, and CAO. The night continues at the Warehouse, sponsored by the Leaf Master and World Cigar Show. Best of the Leaf Awards and Step Up Awards, sponsored by Arango Cigar Company, take place at the Warehouse at 9 p.m. PCA After Hours Smoking Lounges are open nightly, sponsored by Arango Cigar Company, Notorious Cigar Company, Grand Habano, CLE Cigar Company, JM Tobacco, Placencia, Cigar TV, and Smoker Friendly. So the major legacy brands, confirmed exhibitors announcing new products is Altadis. They're a big distributor, debuting Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real Nicaragua Profundo. Each Upman and Aging Room releases. La Aurora's debuting the new Prime Collection. Perdomo Cigars is debuting the Legacy Father and Son Limited Release. Crown Heads debuting Moonflower. I can't wait for that. A new regular production line. Don Emanuel Cigars, Sun and Moon Limited Edition. Artista Cigars has been confirmed. They're a new favorite of mine. Placencia Welcome Cigar sponsor. Tatuaje is the PCA Cafe sponsor. Padron is the seminar sponsor. Rocky Patel is also a seminar sponsor. Espinosa Premium Cigars, Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, CAO, Cigar are the opening reception sponsors. 66 brand new first-time exhibitors, including ATL Cigar Company, Aero A. Berrida Cigars, Black Stogie Cigars, Blazer Products, Eclat Noir, EGM Cigars. I've been seeing EGM all over Instagram. Flor de Mi Pueblo, Guillen and Company, Guillen and Company Tobaccos, Inca Cigar Group North America, Infinity Cigars, and more boutique and international manufacturers. Very, very cool. Full exhibitor list is on the PCA. French Quarter Fest runs April 16th through 19th simultaneously. Hotels are expected to sell out, so book ASAP. Very cool. Oh, and PCA is coming to Vegas in 27. That's going to be very, very cool. What can I say about this cigar, guys? I mean, if you have a bunch of time on your hands and you want a really enjoyable stick, this was not that expensive. I want to say this was like maybe 11, 12 bucks. I could be wrong. It could have been cheaper than that. I know it wasn't very expensive. So you have a long time burning stick, really good draw, very enjoyable. It's Maduro. I love Maduro, if you guys don't know. And yeah, I mean, it's a phenomenal cigar. I highly recommend it. Grab yourself a drink, some kind of libation, whether that be alcoholic, whether that be an espresso. Sit down, take a walk, enjoy yourself. That thing is amazing. Not much more I can say about that. It's the ashtray. So we're living in crazy times, guys. We're living in very, very crazy times. Seemingly, it seems like we're going to be at war with everybody. We've got warfare happening right now in Iran and the UAE. Not to mention, missiles are getting through the Iron Dome in Israel. Shit's getting crazy, guys. Shit's getting crazy. And people are getting crazier. It's very strange. It's very scary. It's very biblical. I don't know. Every day that goes by, it just gets more and more stranger things are happening. Rest in peace to the captain and first officer of the Canada Air flight that landed in LaGuardia Airport on Sunday. A lot of people injured. Some of those people were serious injuries. I know the firefighters. So basically what happened is air traffic control, and like I don't know how this happens. I don't know who would have given a command like this, but Canada Air is coming in on a landing, and there was a fire truck, a Port Authority of New York and New Jersey fire truck on one of the one of the access roads that was on the airport, and ATC, or air traffic control, gave both vehicles the go-ahead. So they gave the clearance to Air Canada to land, and then they gave the clearance to the fire truck to cross over that same runway. Apparently the fire truck was responding to some kind of other event on the airfield, not related to the flight, obviously, and they collided. And nose of the aircraft, I mean, I saw the video. It's pretty horrific. Nose of the aircraft got ripped right off. The fire truck flipped over a bunch of times, and it makes you wonder, man. It makes you scratch your head, like, what the hell was going on? And I'm sure there's going to be like conspiracy theorists to say, you know, once the NTSB pulls the passenger list and all of that, there was probably somebody on that plane that was going to be very important to some kind of court case or indictment or something. Probably. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, because that was just such a bonehead move. And, you know, the fact that ATC would give the clearance to both of those vehicles. I mean, this is what they do. That's their only job, is to keep everyone on the airfield safe. You know, it's not like the fucking ATC guy is also a barista, you know, making espressos and coffee drinks while he's directing traffic. You know, he's not putting up phone lines while he's directing traffic. The only thing those guys are doing is watching screens, watching the airfield, watching the air. That's all they do. That's all is their only job. Now, not throwing shade at ATC people. I mean, I'm sure it's a hard job, but the guy was rolling down the road with his sirens on. I mean, why the fuck would you do that? It's very, very strange. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I'm sure they're going to pull black boxes, and NTSB is going to do a big investigation, but that plane is fucked up. Good old CRJ 900. I never sold one of those, but I used to broker aircraft, and I like the CRJ. It's a good airplane. In other news, one of the greatest passed away. R.I.P. Chuck Norris. One of my jiu-jitsu coaches when I was training jiu-jitsu. He's always putting on Facebook stuff about Chuck Norris, which is hilarious. But, you know, some great, crazy stuff that people would put out on Chuck Norris. Like, someone asked him, how many push-ups can you do? And he said all of them. It's funny. I don't log into Facebook hardly at all anymore. Let's see if there's anything on there. Let's do a Facebook dive and see if there's anything interesting and cool on Facebook. Accuses Matt Brennan 7 years 9 months ago. I went for him. Let's see. Oh, I see my friend Brad in one of these pictures. Here's one of the other things. For some reason, they released the body cam footage of Justin Timberlake's DUI arrest. I don't know why now, but so there's a headline here. Justin Timberlake awkwardly explains his job to police in DWI arrest footage. It's hard to explain. I'm Justin Timberlake. What kind of answer that was? I mean, the dude, I don't know if you guys saw it, but dude was clearly inebriated. So I follow cigarbid.com fan page on Facebook, and there's a picture of a LFD Andalusia Bull. My father's one of these special edition ones, and it's in 15 Opus X, Fuente Opus X. I mean, that's pretty rad. Doing a deep dive on my Facebook page. Everybody doing these TikTok dances. So Michael Dunphy, Montauk Inn owner, dies at 84. Rest in peace. Kelly Osbourne. Man, oh man. If you guys have seen that chick recently, she's like a walking skeleton. I mean, she's taken Ozempic to the next level. She's taken that shit to the max. Rare Pink. So I've been seeing this box of cigars around. This is getting a lot of love. It's nothing interesting. I'm sure, just like everybody, you guys get a lot of crap on Facebook, just a lot of stuff. Some of my friends' updates. Shout out Albert Charisma. What's up, brother? Let's see. Just listed. Oh, here's another one. 2 Lost City Torpedoes and 2 Drew Estates Undercrowns. That's cool. All these advertisements for the Meta glasses. I mean, of course, it's Facebook. Of course they're gonna plug their own stuff. Speculation, a real person, a real family, a real loss. Oh, my buddy Tim lost somebody in his friend or family. Sorry, brother. Rest in peace. Oh, this is interesting. The man who built Fortnite is silently buying up America's forests and refusing to let anyone touch them. Kind of creepy to me. That don't sound right. MMA fights. The Jaime Garcia, someone posted up their stick they were smoking. Let's see. Don't even want to repeat that. Oh, Pastor John, working out. Way to go, brother. It's a picture of Chuck Norris carrying his own casket. People are crazy. People throwing a lot of shade at Justin Timberlake right now. I have no idea why. Big fan of JT. I think he's a great performer. I mean, I'm sure the guy's made some mistakes, but like, who hasn't? Nobody's. More than one controller in LaGuardia Tower during fatal collision. So there was more than one ATC guy in the tower that night. Oh, I saw this too. The guy, Alan Richson, the guy who plays Reacher, was beating the hell out of his neighbor in front of his kids. It's not cool. That's a big dude too. Fucking big guy. More cigars. Tim McGraw to enter Country Music Hall of Fame. That's cool. ICE agents seen at Bush Airport. I mean, they're going to be at every airport. I have no comment on that. Look, I'm all about safety of our country and bad people staying out, good people staying in. The Prensado, the Alec Bradley Prensado. I did another review on that. I actually did a podcast on that. And still not a fan. I'm kind of a table at Cigars International in Bethlehem, PA. Might be having like a big sale or something. Now, I don't know if this Ronda Rousey, Gina Carino fight has happened already. I know they're doing a lot of really would hate to miss that fight. I think it's going to be a good one. Let's see. Literally going through my Facebook page with you guys right now. Yeah, Pedro Pascal. I don't know what happened to that guy. Like, he was on fire, and then it seems like nobody wants to touch him. I heard that he's difficult to work with. I heard that he tanked the Fantastic Four franchise for some reason. Like, he wanted creative control or something. I don't know. Domo racks and racks of cigars. I mean, that's just like a fantasy for me. Hensley, he posted up a picture, 20th of the Don Pepin. Cool. So many people, man. You know, so many people on Facebook, and everybody's posting stuff. There's Beyonce. What? Oh my God. Demi Moore, 63 years old, has no body. Woman looks like a skeleton. Literally, her bones, her leg bones have more definition. There's just chicken legs, literally chicken legs. Damn. It's a beautiful day to come. Big Axe and Grill. Oh, I've been there. Big Axe. Interesting. I think we should do this more on the show. Go through a deep dive on my Facebook page. So, hope you guys got something out of that. It was a little bit of education, a little bit of bullshit on my Facebook page. News that's going on. Cigar that I smoked. It's really good. Really good. I think that's the JC Newman Throwouts. It's in the 70 ring gauge. So, I am signing off for now, guys. Stay blessed. And above all else, keep it rolling, baby. Sticks and stones. We out.